It is your girl Drika Shine here on the Life with Shine podcast. Welcome everyone. Um, Today is going to be a very special episode because this is, I would say, a a time stamp for a very special moment for me personally. Um, so I decided instead of really you know, honing in on a certain topic that I was going to just allow it to flow, right? Um, because a lot of the previous episodes, I would give in specific topics, but for today, I don't have one, which is totally fine because I feel that it follows along with the nature of where things are. And also in the essence that, I want things to be done in a very authentic way, right? In an expression that feels very much raw, honest, true, right? Like I really want it to be truthful. And not saying that anything else I've done has not been truthful, but just in the essence of really honing in on my ability and my gift in a whole new way, right? So the title of this episode is all about letting it flow. Okay. So I've been really in the thick of the winter months and what they really bring, especially as someone who is operating in their true divine nature and purpose. Okay. As someone who's in their natural divine nature and purpose. So if I'm being very honest, guys, I've been called to shed a lot of things over these past few weeks that are a representation of the inner transformation and the inner spiritual work that I've been um, undergoing, right? So as things have been developing, I found myself letting go of things that were a part of my day to day use, so to speak. And so it's important for me to bring that up because when you are choosing to operate in truth and in your divine essence, okay, so your divinity and understanding that and what comes with that is knowing that you will be called to let go of things. And currently, I'm in the really the process of restructuring or laying a solid foundation for my own family structure. Okay. So solidifying a structure that feels true for what I know to be true, not based off what I've been told, what I've been conditioned, but based off what I've actually experienced. Okay. Now, one thing that we cannot debunk is the fact that when we actually have life experiences that we partake in or participate in and allow those experiences to not only teach us but reveal to us what is true for who we are. Okay. Why is this important? Well, because I've found in my own journey, in my own ascension process, in my own awakening, in my own um, unlocking of ancient wisdom and ancient codes, and really coming into the knowing and the understanding of who I truly am and what I'm called to do beyond this actual time and space. I realized that, you know, certain family structures, certain beliefs, even certain religious concepts, right, that were set in place for me based off what was familiar with my family, right? They've come to a knowing or a belief system, and then it was passed along to us. But for me to actually go to a place that I've discovered within myself that is beyond what I've known, what I've been taught, what I've been shown in those family structures. It's one of those things that, you know, as I'm navigating it, and it's really just me and God, right? It's really come down to that for me. It's really come to the point where it's just me and God, right? And God is the center. God is the center of everything that I do, everything that I am, everything that I'm about. And so with that comes a level of faith, of trust, of obedience, of surrender, of letting go, of sacrifice, of just many of these different things that comes with you walking and developing this personal relationship with you and God. And so when God is leading you on your journey, it's about knowing that God is the best planner and knower. God is the best planner and knower, right? So leaning heavily on your knowing and your trust and your faith in God as your center will override any outside influences that will try to hinder you from your next level or your process or your success, right? It will override all of those things because it will no longer be a hindrance. It will no longer be in your way. Everything will be revealed to you in the divine timing and in the way that it needs to be revealed to you when you need it. So this is just what my spiritual walk and my spiritual journey has looked like for me. Um, and I say this because there's been situations where, I've been placed in dynamics or experiences or, just scenarios where am I going to choose what somebody else is telling me to do, or am I going to choose what I know God is telling me to do? And mind you, these are people that, are obviously in your close proximity or in your close, um, or have some level of access to you in some way, maybe even loved ones, family, friends, whoever, right? Those people that have some level of influence on our energy in some way or some capacity, right? And influence meaning like we're interacting in an energetic exchange or energetic dynamic. So it's like their influences is about you knowing and being solid and grounded in who you are, so that you will know that even when you're being placed in a situation where you have to choose something that someone else is bringing to you as an option, doesn't mean that you have to make that choice, right? It doesn't mean that you have to choose that thing just because that's what they are bringing forth as an option. There is there's always choices. There's always something. There's always options, right? And for me, what I discover is when we talk about accessing our wealth and our abundance, to me, what that looks like is choice. It's the ability to choose. It's the ability to have options, and you get to decide, no matter what's being presented to you, what you feel is most true for you, right? And that comes with a strong relationship with God. That comes with a strong relationship within your being, and knowing who you are and trusting yourself that much enough to know that, hey, that's not something I chose. You chose that for yourself over there, and that's cool, right? That's cool. That's cool for you. But for me, this is what I'm choosing because this is what God is telling me to do. And I'm going to be in alignment with that, right? So having the ability to be solid in who you are and in your choices and in your decisions and in your actions based off what you know to be true for you, no matter what other people are trying to present to you, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it may seem with the eye, right? With the what you are seeing in the natural, but having the ability to tap into the supernatural or into the unseen, right? And actually look beyond the veil and see what is really true, so that you can make the decision that is actually authentic and true for you. So this comes with a level of security and confidence and clarity, meaning you have to be clear within yourself, which means that there is a purification process that you go through in order for you to get this clear channel, or in order for you to access this clear energy. There is a purification process, which is what most will consider, going through the fire, where God is purifying any impurities or anything that is not authentic to your true self. So as you're being cleansed or purified, as these things are actually falling away, you will also see in the natural how these things are also being presented to you to let go of, that may be a representation of what you are also shedding spiritually. So there is a correlation there that you can sync with and trust and know that, hey, I gotta let this go because God is revealing to me that this is no longer in alignment with me this point, at this point in time, and for who I am and what I know, and for where I'm about to go and who I am to become. Right? So all of this is about you understanding that, there is a level of letting go, and this is life. There is a level of flowing with life that comes with you being a secure, solid human being, with you becoming a solid person. And when I say secure, because I would like to say secure, because that's a basic need security, safety, stability, right? So when we're talking about the safety, the security, the stability, that's all created from within. That's something that is, you actually create a foundation within yourself and understanding not just the duality of life, but also polarity of life. Because when you can understand both duality and polarity, then you really can understand life. And y'all know that this is the Life with Shine podcast. So what are we touching on here? We're touching on the key elements, the principles, the alchemical process, right? This is about understanding alchemy. This is about, understanding the alchemist within us. The ability to turn liquid into gold, right? The ability to turn something into matter, right? And making it matter, like turning substance into material, right? To really create from the unseen, right? From the unseen and bringing it into fruition, bringing it into reality. What most would probably consider manifestation, right? So fruition, bringing something into actual fruition. So bearing fruit. So if we think about the process of bearing fruit, then we also have to think about a farmer's mindset, right? As a farmer, as someone who takes a seed and plants it and it grows into fruit and creates a harvest, you have to have a farmer's mindset of understanding not only the process of nurturing the fruit, but also the processes of time. The process of time. Because I'm tying it all together here. We are currently in winter months. All right. During this time, whether you believe it or not, or realize it or not, people are planting seeds. They are planting seeds. So as the seeds are being planted, this is the time where you actually get to plant the seeds, rest, come into alignment with nature, slow things down, take your time, pay attention, review, make sure you're nurturing, right? And being and then understanding the timing of when to do things, right? So being in alignment with your time. Because when see the thing about it is, and this was revealed to me, straight from the source. So it's about knowing that the winter time is when you actually plant the seeds, make sacrifices, preserve your energy, right? Meaning only paying for what you need, preserving energy, right? And then doing what needs to be done during this winter time so that you can have an easy summer. So that summer can be easy. So doing the work that you need to do, and it's important that keyword highlighted, need to do, So this is about you dialing in on what needs to be done, because you're not wasting time. You're not wasting energy on things that are not going to be purposeful or fruitful. This is the time where we're using wisdom. We're using divine guidance, right? Divine guidance, coming in alignment with the cosmos, with our truth, being directly connected to source and getting our answers from there, and not needing external validation from others to tell us what we need to be doing, but really, really tuning in to our higher self to seek those answers. And yes, there's a time and place for everything. We also work together in teams. We also work together in community. We also collaborate with others. But this is about mastering and knowing yourself first. In order for you to come into those spaces and actually bring value, you have to understand your value first before you can even contribute from an authentic place, right? From a place that does not deplete you, but adds to you. This is wisdom speaking. This is wisdom speaking. So, following divine will, divine purpose that's already destined for you is about knowing that this is a personal journey. This is a personal journey. So when you've matured enough where you're not seeking your parents' approval, meaning you've healed the mother and the father wound, right? When you've healed that and got past that, and you've actually grown into a full adult, right? This is about you making your own choices and decisions and being responsible for the God in you. Being responsible for the God in you. You see, I'm being responsible right now because even with me answering the call to start this podcast and to show up in the ways I've been showing up, which has been rather imperfect, by the way, and I love that for me. It don't need to be perfect. I actually love that it's not perfect, because I need it to be known that you can also be successful making imperfect action, right? Meaning you can take steps that seemingly may be mistakes to yourself or even to others from the outside looking in, but they are actually divine steps being taken that allows you to actually self-actualize and develop into your highest knowing and expression. See, it's me feeling my way through this journey. Even through this podcast, guys, this is a journey that I'm sharing with you guys, literally in real form, in raw time. You see how I did that? You see how I did that? Letting your genius live, letting your genius be. because it is what it is. And that's you really being able to accept the magic that you hold, right? Understanding your magic and believing in it and accepting it and trusting it. It's really about letting it flow, guys. Letting it be whatever it is. Letting it be, let it be. Just let it be what it is. Let it be however it comes, however it looks. Just accept it, go with it, flow with it, and keep going. The goal is to keep moving because progress comes from forward movement. Did y'all catch that? Progress comes from forward movement. Not perfect movement, forward movement. Who am I speaking to today? Who am I getting at with this perfectionism today? But really, guys, it's about forward movement. Come on now. I believe that you guys have what it takes, each and every one of you, to figure it out. I believe that each and every one of you will figure it out. I believe that each and every one of you will actually fulfill your purpose and live it out to the fullest in this lifetime. I believe that you will rise up like the phoenix from the ashes and actually succeed in every endeavor that you are destined to succeed in, walking in your divine purpose and order with God with you every step of the way without any doubt. I believe that you each will rise up in your divine purpose to spread the wisdom, the experience, and the knowledge that you have so that people that are after you and even before you may be healed, may be touched by your existence. I believe that we are rising up in this time, in this space, in this year to live out our purpose, to spread light, to raise the vibration on the planet, to keep going no matter what, and that we're going to have an amazing year as we are rising higher and creating forward movement and progress. No matter what, keep going, keep moving forward. Don't matter what it looks like and what has already happened. There is nothing you can change about yesterday. There is absolutely nothing you can do different about yesterday. But you can do everything right now to do something different, to choose something new, to keep moving forward. The power is right now, and this is where we create. This is where we get our evidence. This is where we make it happen. Right here, right now. I believe that we are being called higher into our divine purpose and power. Our divine purpose and power. And what God is reminding me of, and being reminded of, we're all being reminded of. Forget the script sometimes. Like, just forget the script. Just show up. Just show up. Show up raw. Show up honest. Show up in your truest, most fullest, most highest expression. Authentically, naturally. Let it be natural. Let it be easy. Let nature do the work for you. So, guys, listen, I'm not sure who all needed to hear this message today, but I pray that it finds you wherever you are, in whatever crevices or part of the world or the part of the globe, internationally, wherever you are. I pray this message reaches you, it connects with you, and gives you what you need so that you can step forward in your divine purpose, in your divine power, and actually live it out. Because I believe that that is God's plan for you. I believe that that's God's plan for you. So, guys, if you're looking to work with me, you can find the link in my description box. I will leave it here. And I look forward to connecting with you guys in my courses, in my programs, in my one on ones. Until next time, peace and love.